Are you willing to push yourself to achieve even more? And not only push yourself to achieve even more, but take yourself outside of your comfort zone into a position where you know you can achieve. Hi, I'm Martin Sharp, award-winning coach, author and mentor. I'm here to talk to you about how you can really expand yourself by moving outside your comfort zone and into your learning zone. Now you might be wondering, what do I actually mean by a learning zone? I'm talking about that position where you're not just gliding along, doing the day-to-day, doing the things that you already know how to do time and time again, spinning the wheels per se. You're actually moving yourself into a position where you're being challenged. You're putting a sweat on because you know, or you don't know, whether you're going to be able to achieve this or not. And when we see this happen all the time in athletics, where people keep pushing their limits, they keep going for that one extra weight, that one extra step, that one extra mile, they keep looking to shave that one extra second off the time that they're doing something. And yet, this same approach can be used in every single form of our life, because we all have this capability to take that uncomfortable feeling of doing something that's not normal for us, and then over time realise that we can make it into something that's very normal for us. And these little tiny steps, these little changes, kind of amalgamate over time to make bigger changes, which means the results actually become even more. Because, would you agree with me, you know a lot more than you did 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago, certainly a lot more than what you did when you were born, right? And if this kind of thing that you've got, this ability to be able to learn, to be able to take on new skills, challenge yourself, and actually be able to then serve more people, means that you're pushing your learning zone all the time, then this is a great thing. Because the worst thing that you could do, from my opinion, is to stay where you are, in a position where you're constantly just spinning the wheels. The reason being is, if you're in a position where all you're doing is the same thing day in, day out, then at some point in time, that repetitive, that simple way of working is going to change. And when it does change, you won't have the skills to be able to take on board that change, which means you could potentially be a redundant part in that system. And we all know what happens to redundant parts in systems. When organisations restructure, they end up removing them. And this is the one thing I don't want to happen for you guys. So I would like you to explore your learning zone, to push yourself, push your capabilities, to find other things that you can learn that will complement what you're doing today. And keep making sure, as Stephen Covey said, you keep sharpening the sword, you keep making sure you go that little bit further, that little bit more continuous improvement. So that when you come down to having to change, you've already got half the skills that you need before you even worry about what it is that they're asking you to do. Now, some people worry that actually when they go outside the comfort zone, they're going to be able to, they won't be able to move, they become very stagnant, they become a problem, and and your comfort zone it's an area that's kind of unique to you. Some people's comfort zones are bigger, some people's comfort zones are smaller. Now, beyond that kind of comfort zone, we'll go into learning zone. If you do push yourself too much, you end up in this kind of panic zone area. Now, this isn't a good place, because this is where you are literally in your flight or fight or, freeze kind of position. You don't know how your body's going to react, because when you're in that panic zone, you may not be able to think, you may not be able to absorb too much because you've got too much going on. And therefore your autonomic nervous system kicks in, and the chimp brain at the back of your head kind of decides which direction you're going to go in. So when you are looking to expand yourself, make sure you understand what level you can quite happily accomplish in the beginning of your learning zone. Feel out where is the fat edges of your learning zone before you hit your panic zone, because it's inside that area between just outside comfort and just before panic that you're going to have the greatest amount of fun in your life, and you're going to be able to push yourself and be able to achieve so many things that you never thought you could achieve. So I'm going to leave you with a challenge, and that is this: are you going to go out and test your comfort zone? Are you going to be brave enough to move beyond and find out maybe where the barrier of your panic zone is? Or are you just going to live in your comfort zone and realise at some point you're completely redundant? Hi, I'm Martin Sharp. Have a great week ahead. If you enjoyed this video, then please click the subscribe button for more hints, tips, sound bites and extras in order to be able to help you influence change, build consensus and achieve a greater success in your life, in your career and in your organisation. So click that subscribe button now.